I think families in the UK are changing in terms of the size of the families. For example, my grandmother was one of 8 children, but I am one of 3 children. I think family ties are getting weaker. This is mainly because families generally are more disjointed. Often there are stepchildren, half brothers and sisters, and also a lot of the time in the UK, grandparents don't live with their families. Often they live alone until they are old. So I think in the UK, families are changing a lot.
I think families are getting smaller. In my personal experience, my parents are from Bangladesh, where they do tend to have larger families. And with my sisters and my brothers, I found that they're having smaller families now, whereas myself, my own direct family, we have 9 brothers and sisters altogether. I think family ties are getting stronger due to siblings, brothers and sisters, and relying on maybe each other to help them with their purchases of maybe, say, buying a house or investing in a business.
Oh, families are changing radically in my country. Spain is a Catholic country where family used to have 10, 12, 14 children. Not anymore, 1 or 2, obviously for very good reasons. Money is tight. I think they're getting weaker for obvious reasons. That family used to be all living together, if not physically in the same house, at least in the same neighborhood. And that is happening less and less. Not only are families moving from town to town and separated from each other, but they're leaving for other countries. I mean, in Europe, we got Spaniards working in all areas of the European community. So families are getting weaker from that point of view.
I think for me, probably my family. So I'm Irish. My parents' families are quite big. They each had like 4 siblings each. I just have 1 sister and 1 brother, so ours is a bit smaller. I think as well, like both my parents work. My mom is now coming to the age of retirement, and she's like, it actually makes more financial sense for her to stop working, but she actually wants to keep working because that's just the mentality she has. Whereas both of my mom and my father, both their parents, their mothers stayed at home and never went to work. I think family ties are probably getting stronger. I mean, definitely in Ireland anyway, the family is such a strong pillar of society, and it's and with people kind of moving abroad and emigrating, there's that kind of that tie that brings you all back together. So like, I mean, something like, you know, Christmas, like all of my friends, no matter where they live in the world, will go home at Christmas because that's the expectation that Christmas is a family time, for example, and they'll always come back together. I personally have a very close relationship with my sister and my brother.
I'm originally from Hong Kong. I come from a big family. I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers. So we are not alone. We have always someone to share with, toys, food and everything. But nowadays I found families in Hong Kong are getting smaller because of the expensive housing and also long working hours. I found that family ties are stronger in the old days. That's my time when we value things passed down from the elders, like clothes, toys and books. Nowadays, because of the hectic lifestyle, so the young families, the parents mostly work long working hours, and then they hire a live-in maid, where the maid will look after the children. So in a way, they're in the same roof, but the ties are definitely not as strong as before.